fours and fives beer review. So now we're coming at you guys with a Trout Slayer Wheat Ale, Big Sky Brewing Company. Let's go ahead and read that label off for him, buddy.
Well, there's not much to read there. Doesn't have too much about it, but I do know it's a wheat ale. I'm not sure if the APV is like 5 to 5.2%. We've never really had this beer. We've had wheat ales in the past, but we've never really had this company's wheat ale, and plus we've never reviewed one, so we just decided to go ahead and give it a try here tonight. So
we haven't been let down on
oh no, wheat ale is really good.
Big Sky Brewery beers, so like we said before in previous videos, they're brewing some good beers up there in Montana.
Oh yeah, I've never been disappointed by a Big Sky company brewery. You know, I enjoy everything that they're really doing.
You know, the Moose Drool, the Heavy Horse.
The Heavy Horse, yeah. If you can
believe, we drank some other beers but not reviewed them.
Oh yeah, we've had the Powder Horn, I believe. That's a seasonal.
They also have a what's the stout that
they have an oatmeal stout, I believe. That's what we saw on the box, and a really delicious sounding porter. So well, let's get back to the beer here. So this is Trout Slayer Wheat Ale. Let's go ahead and pop them open. See what we can get here.
We'll pop and pour for the
audience. Ooh, you got a good there. I got a little bit of smoke.
I got a lot of smoke there.
So let's go ahead and pour them up. Now I'm not expecting too much color out of this.
Considering it's
considering, but I am looking for the unfilteredness. So let's go ahead.
We did have the IPA earlier, and it was even darker than this here wheat ale.
That's a little weird. So let's go ahead and do the color test. It's a little murky, as you can see, which that indicates a wheat ale, but it's not as murky as I thought it would be. I don't know if you can see that color. Let's go ahead.
I got the color of the lager, but a little bit darker though. You know, a little bit darker.
Oh yeah, this is most definitely darker than any typical. I got a pretty good head. That's really not saying much. I've kind of poured it aggressive, so I'm gonna go ahead and move into a smell. Oh, that's a really good light technique right there. So maybe we can use that in further episodes. I'm getting a lot of citrus out of this.
You know, the thing I noticed about these beers is whether it's a wheat ale, a brown ale, an IPA, a Scotch ale, they all have a similar smell to it.
I think that's just the brewery kind of standard there. They're using the same kind of like spices in them, but the smell can be totally misleading to what the taste is like. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig in here. Cheers it. That's not bad. No charge. That's really not bad, I gotta say. I mean, it could be a little bit more unfiltered.
How much depth in it?
There is depth in it, but most wheat ales I've had, they're a little bit more unfiltered. You know, and if you've had them, you know what I'm talking about.
Definitely a beer if you're used to American beers.
This is a nice step up. If you want to try something darker, but you're afraid of amber ales, you're afraid of ales, period, I would definitely try this. This is a ale too, but it's made of wheat, so it's a lot less strong than say a more hoppy blend or a more
definitely a good party beer.
Or what is the other one? Hops and malts. It's not a malty beer at all.
I'm getting a lot of hops in it.
Yeah, I'm getting hops, but hops and wheat go along pretty much the same. Once you start adding those malts in there, that's when it starts getting darker, got a little bit more complex taste. So I would definitely go with this if you're trying to try something
like
new.
I was saying, it's a good party beer. You know, you liking Bud Light, Budweiser, Corona, any of those typical type of beers. You know, you find for the cheaper prices than these here craft beers. You know, but you're looking to dabble into the craft beer taste, but you're not ready for such a darker beer. This is definitely a recommendation. You know,
I agree with my buddy here. This is definitely the craft beer to try if you haven't had a craft beer before and you're looking to branch out from American, just to try something, I would definitely recommend this. I mean, we've said this before on our other reviews that it is a good. You know, we've had other beers that we're like, oh, I'll try this one. No, this is definitely a beer to try if you are kind of afraid of darker beers. Try this one first. It's a wheat ale. It's a good stepping stone to get there.
Yeah, definitely. Other than that, there's not much too great to say about it. I like what I'm saying. This is a good beer to tip back with a few friends. You know, you're partying, you're hanging out, barbecuing, you know, just hanging around the house, playing some cards, just kicking back with a few friends or a few females. This is definitely a good beer to tip back. But if you're looking for something deep in flavor, something that's going to appeal to you, that you're going to go back and buy a few more packs of beer, I wouldn't recommend this.
I wouldn't either.
But definitely a good party beer, I would
Oh
say.
yeah, it's nice and light, and it's a nice spring day here in New Mexico, Albuquerque, and I gotta admit it's hot out here. It's getting up to the 90s, almost 90, 95 degrees, and that's pretty hot, especially here in New Mexico for the springtime. So this is a good springtime beer if you want to enjoy, just have a few light beers before you, with your neighbor or with your buddy. You're just trying to chill. Not have something
nice
too dark.
Kickback beer.
Oh yeah, this is a good kickback beer.
So, I'm Jaime.
And I'm Tommy.
It's been another
Fours and Fives beer review.